So, our friends at Tenet Media have got themselves into a little bit of a scandal. That's Tim Pool, Benny Johnson, Lauren Southern, and apparently they're being paid by Russia, and they're being exposed for this. So, yeah, thought I'd make a few videos on this before this channel gets completely taken down, because that is exactly what's going to happen. So, let's look at the article first. What to know about Tenet Media, Tennessee company linked to Russian propagandists. What's the link? Well, I'll also go over, probably in a video after this, Tim Pool, Dave Rubin, Benny Johnson's statements on this, because it is not good. They are basically admitting, well, they're trying to go, oh, I didn't know anything about this. That wasn't me. That was me. That was Lauren Chin. That was Lauren Chin. She's the evil one. It's like, oh, no. So, okay. An indictment unsealed Wednesday alleges that a Russian state-controlled media outlet financed the Tennessee. The indictment doesn't name the company, but a description of the firm matches the online content creation company Tenet Media. The indictment accuses two Russian nationals employed by Kremlin-operated media outlet, Russia Today, RT, of funneling nearly $10 million to covertly fund and direct the Tennessee company. Now, as we can see with Tenet Media, they have 316,000 subscribers, but they actually don't really get that many views. I mean, considering this has, like, Tim Pool himself gets, like, hundreds of thousands of views on his own channel, but for some reason this channel is kind of floundering. It's just a little weird, like maybe the Russian bots, maybe they ran out of money for the Russian bots or something, because 5,000, 10,000, 1,000, 1,000, 3,000, like that's not that good considering this has like Tim Pool getting 3,000 views on his own channel. He gets way more. So yeah, the company is probably not making a profit, but it's okay because they got 10 million from the Russians. Here's what we know about Tenet Media's possible connection with the accusations laid out in the indictment. On its website, Tenet Media describes itself as a network of heterodox commentators. A network of heterodox commentators that focus on Western political and cultural issues. That's also how the company referenced in the indictment characterizes it. Tenet Media creates and posts conservative content on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, Rumble, and X, formerly known as Twitter. The company's commentators identify this website as its talent include well-known names from conservative media. They're Benny Johnson, Tim Pool, Lauren Southern, Dave Rubin. What's going on, guys? Hey, I'm back. I was off the grid, but I'm back now. Taylor Hanson and Matt Christensen. Who started Tenet Media? Well, that'd be Lauren Chen. It appears Tenet Media was created by Lauren Chen, a Canadian-born YouTuber and blogger, and a man named Liam Donovan, who appears to be her husband. Based on information from several sources, Donovan identifies himself as president of Tenet Media in his bio on X and as Chen's husband in his bio on Instagram. Now, this is kind of interesting because I actually thought that Tenet Media was created by Tim Pool until I read this article, because he's most prominent one, and even here, like he's the one that presents it. And like I said, I want to document this because they are going to delete this channel. I mean, they got 10 million from the Russians.
I think I've pissed off basically everybody. That's what happens when you're a free thinker.
Anti-establishment or right-wing or dissident media is just their slurs slung at the people who are doing news correctly.
When the media says dissident or anti-establishment, I mean, when I hear it, I think base, very cool.
Free speech is under attack that we self-censor. Maybe they take us down individually. It's a lot harder to do when we're grouped together in this way.
I worked for several massive corporate news organizations. What did I learn? They lie. Their agendas matter more than the truth.
Independent media, actual media's most important job is holding these people accountable.
The challenge for all of us is to not be passive participants in
Except the Russian government.
letting the country slip away.
Wow, they're saving us. Oh, thank God. What will we do without these people? Oh my God, let's bow down to them. Lauren Chen, which I didn't know, I guess, started it. Chen, a well-known name in conservative media, formerly posted to YouTube under the name Romy Millennial. Canadian business record show Romy Millennial Incorporated was registered to Liam Donovan and Lauren Yamsamtam. Likely the social media personality's legal name. Yeah, Lauren Chen's Asian. Business records from the Tennessee Secretary of State's website show Romy U.S. Corp, which registered its assumed name Tenet Media in May 2023. Tennessee business records identify Liam Donovan as the company's registered agent. Lauren Tam was previously listed in records. You know, like, do these people ever ask where the money came from? Because obviously they have good production values, and they are paying all these people. Dave Rubin, I think, got kicked off or something. It was a little too expensive, but they're all doing exclusive content. These people have big platforms. Yeah, look, Nick Fuentes, People's Convention Rally, Taylor Hanson, who's... All right, there's not a phone number listed for Tenet Media in the Secretary of State's business records. So let's get to where they actually give some evidence. Okay, so Is Tenet Media named in the indictment alleging Russian influence? The answer is no. But actually, the answer is yes. But there are several descriptions of the company in the indictment that match Tenet Media. And these are, well, I'd say pretty ironclad. So let's go over some of them. The indictment states the company was run in Tennessee and described itself on its website as a network of heterodox commentators that focus on Western political and cultural issues. Tennessee-based company Tenet Media has the same message on its homepage. Does it? Tenet Media is a network of heterodox commentators that focus on Western political and cultural issues. I mean, that's pretty rock solid right there. Network, unless someone stole it from them. But don't worry, we have more evidence. Tenet Media was incorporated the day the unnamed Tennessee company in the indictment was incorporated. Okay, this is probably the best evidence. I mean, what is the evidence? Or sorry, what would be the odds that there would be another company that was incorporated the same day? No, Tenet Media was incorporated the same day the unnamed Tennessee company in the indictment was incorporated. So the indictment doesn't name Tenet Media, but it gives clues like incorporated the same day. Also gives this description. The indictment says the unnamed Tennessee company has two founders. Well, that's weird. One of which describes the Tennessee's company as a subsidiary of a founder's Canadian company. They're Canadian. Lauren Tam, likely Chen's legal name, is listed in business records for both Roaming Millennial Canada and Roaming USA Incorporated. Tenet Media's official name. So yeah, so is incorporated the same day, has the exact same tagline, and two founders, Canadian. The indictment accuses two Russian nationals who work for Russia Today, a Russian state-controlled media outlet, of funneling nearly $10 million to a Tennessee-based online content creation company to publish English-language videos on social media sites. Yeah, we already read that. So, the two Russian suspects accused of funneling the money are something Kalashnikov and Elena. They are charged with conspiracy to violate the Foreign Agents Registration Act and conspiracy to commit money laundering, which carry a 5-year and 20-year sentence, respectively. Now, if these are the two people that are the Russian agents, obviously they're in contact with somebody. In this case, it most likely be Lauren Chen. Have to kind of know where the funding comes from. Like, if you just all of a sudden they're paying you tons of money to do stupid stuff like this, like I'm playing Dave's thing.
Parents failed them, the education system failed them, nobody taught them history or really reality to any degree. Do you kind of feel that way? I mean, when you must have friends that are, about your age that are probably on the complete other side of this thing.
Yeah, we got it, Dave. The book is crazy. Tenet Media did not respond to a message the Tennesseans sent it seeking comment through a comment box online. However, several Tenet Media commentators released statements on social media stating that they had full editorial control over the content they created that was posted to Tenet Media. Benny Johnson wrote in a post on X, "We are disturbed by the allegations in today's indictment, which make clear that myself and other influencers were victims in this alleged scheme." Wouldn't you deny it? Oh, okay, good. They do post it. I was going to go to their Twitters, but do they have the one from Tim Pool? Let's go to Tim Pool's. My statement regarding allegations in the DOJ indictment. Should these allegations prove true? Oh my God. So how do you think Tim Pool would respond to something like this? What did he say to the Matrix? When he say, of course it's not true. Like, imagine someone just said, you're a Russian agent. You go, no, I'm not a Russian agent. Nowhere does he deny it. Or he's playing the I'm confused game. It wasn't me, it was Lauren Chen. It could be the case, but it seems like they have some, people posted here. Some evidence that maybe he knew more than he's leading on. Should these allegations prove true, I, as well as the other personalities and commentators, were deceived and are victims. I cannot speak for anyone else at the company as to what they do or what they are instructed. The Cultural War podcast was licensed by Tenet Media. It existed well before any license agreement with Tenet, and it will continue to exist after such agreement expires. The only change with the agreement was that the location of the live broadcast moved to Tenet's YouTube channel. I and TCW never produced any content for Tenet Media. Look at what he's trying to do. Well, we can look here. Did he produce any content for Tenet Media? Here we go. Here's him producing Tenet Media, Tim Pool, Tenet Media, Tim Pool, Tenet Media, Tim Pool. He is trying to wiggle his way out of this. Do you see what he's trying to do? He's going, yeah, okay. We had like a licensing agreement, but I didn't actually work for them. Yeah. Tucker Carlson didn't really work for Fox News. It was like a licensing agreement. Well, we'll see if that works out for him. but by the way, never produced any content for Tenet Media. Who are the people that produce content for Tenet Media? Then Tim Pool? This is their channel. Who's producing content for them that isn't just a license agreement? Isn't this all like, couldn't they all say their license agreements? We'll see. I mean, obviously it's going to work out in the courts, but okay, good luck with that. Good luck with saying you're not part of Tenet Media. It's just a licensing agreement. Just a licensing agreement. Okay, so are these people, like Lauren Southern, is she part of the licensing agreement? She better hope the answer is yes. Examples of... Okay, never at any point did anyone other than I have full editorial control of the show, and the contents of the show are often apolitical. Bullshit. That is not true. Examples include discussing spirituality, dating, and video games. Do you see how he's trying to wiggle his way out of here? It's amazing he's not denying this. It's amazing he's not going, I'm not a Russian agent. Didn't mean he's not funded by Russia. What are you guys talking about? This is the Matrix attacking me. He knows they got him. Not good. But what did he say? It's apolitical? Often apolitical. Bullshit. We can just go through it. This is not true. Let's go through Tim Pool's videos. Here's Tim Pool. Can Trump win the black vote? Political. Was Israel a mistake? Political. They were lied to. The truth about gender ideology. Simple. Political. Kamala can't pick Josh Shapiro. Political. I mean, come on. Nice try, Tim. The show is produced in its entirety by our local team without input from anyone external to the company. TCW is a separate company not associated with Timcast.com or other properties. It exists solely for the production of the Culture War podcast. That being said, we still do not know what is true, as these are only allegations. Yeah, right. Putin is a scumbag. Russia sucks donkey balls. First time you've ever said that. And to the journalists who wish to jump the gun, create their own narrative, or lie about what is currently going on, you can eat my Irish. Yeah. So apparently he deleted a part where he said the documents were like sorry. This was an official DOJ release, whereas before he said it wasn't. Okay. And people are roasting him in the comments. Russian asset says what? Treason is serious. This is his fans too. You're an effing communist. Oh boy. So I'll go over some of the other responses, but yeah, I think I'll end the video. Why don't we end the video with Tim Pool?
This is psychotic.
Ukraine let's end it with him being a moron. Here we go.
But I don't know that it matters anymore. This is psychotic. Ukraine is the enemy of this country. Ukraine is our enemy, being funded by the Democrats. I will stress this again. One of the greatest enemies of our nation right now is Ukraine. They are expanding this war. Now, don't get me wrong, I know. You've got criminal elements of the U.S. government pushing them and guiding them and telling them what to do. Ukraine is now accused, a German warrant issued for blowing up the Nord Stream pipeline, triggering this conflict. Ukraine is the greatest threat to this nation and to the world. We should rescind all funding and financing, pull out all military support, and we should apologize.
Oh, they cut off the last part. So I haven't seen this clip before. Went longer. He says we should apologize to Putin. He didn't say that here.
And we should apologize. But
we should apologize to Putin is what he says. Did he say... there's so many dumb things in here. But yeah, so totally not funded by Russia. Who invaded who? But did he say Nord Stream was... they invaded because of Nord Stream?
A German warrant issued for blowing up the Nord Stream pipeline. Triggering this conflict.
Oh, okay, yeah, he is a moron. He said Nord Stream triggered this conflict. He's talking about, and I do think it was Ukraine that probably blew up the Nord Stream pipeline, which was a Russian pipeline going into Europe. But that was after. Russia had already invaded at that point, you doofus. Does he not know that? Do we have to fact check this moron? And what? Whoa. On September 26, 2022, Nord Stream was blown up. When will you be returning the rubles? Apparently $100K per episode funneled to you through a shell company that was funded by Putin. You're a Russian asset until you return the money. Yeah, I wonder if they do have to return the money. I think they were well paid. I mean... These are pretty funny. I said I was going to end it, but this is pretty funny. Finally, he's getting roasted for his dumb takes on Ukraine. I mean, there's many reasons you could give for not funding Ukraine, but they're the enemy and Nord Stream started this conflict is not true. I'm sorry I got caught taking Russian money. Okay, all right. All right, that's where I'm ending it now. with Tim Pool's stupid Civil War. You're in a Civil War, Civil War, Civil War. All right. I'll do a few more parts on this because I do want to archive this because this is getting taken down. This thing is going to be this is going to be nuked to all hell. All right, bye. Oh, like and subscribe.